Hey, welcome to this video. My name is Manu and I am excited to show you how you can build your own business plan with AI. And last week I was a little bit in a pickle because I needed to have something in written form. And everything I know about my business is up here. And it's more like fluid because I pivot a lot, I adjust a lot. And looking, okay, what actually is it that people need from the vast experience I collected over the last 25 years. And so I haven't had anything on paper. And I remember last time, like 15 years ago, when I was starting a business with a friend together, it took me 2 weeks to actually get something written down on paper, and it was below average, and the output was not really helpful. So when I was actually applying for government funding that time, they were like looking at me as, sorry, we can't use that. There's so much missing in it. And you're really struggling working through templates and stuff. And today, with the help of AI, we can, if we have a startup or we build a side hustle and want to have it like on paper, not just for like applying for like funding or bank accounts or to have something for officials. It's also very important for us to know, okay, what is our business about? And we can use it to measure it against our progress. This is super important. So if you are a business owner, an entrepreneur, you don't have a business plan, I highly recommend taking your time to actually watch this video and walk with me together through it. And I promise you, after an hour, after half an hour, maybe after 20 minutes, you have a business plan that is solid, comprehensive, and something you can actually use if you want to apply for something with your business plan. Very important. Okay, let's dive into this. So I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to show you everything I'm doing and why I'm doing it with that specific AI tool. So today we're going to go to Manus AI. I really like Manus AI because my name is Manu and Manu uses Manus. So this is one point for me to use Manus. The other thing is Manus AI serves as an agent. It's not just like a language model like ChatGPT, where you have like interaction in a conversational style, or you can create some pictures or also videos by now, and what they're cooking up for the future. ChatGPT has an agent model, but you currently pay more than $200, or you pay $200 for this one. So it's really something on the high end. With Manus AI, you get the same output, the same things that OpenAI serves you with their high-priced tier. You get it for free. You can pay some money for it. I actually have the subscription where I pay like, I think $39 or $35 a month, which is peanuts compared to what OpenAI charges. And the results are just mind-blowing. So what I highly recommend is if you're not with Manus yet, and you want to use it as an agent, it also can do all the other stuff like conversational stuff, creates like pictures for you, videos for you, and also since today generates like audio files for you. So there's a lot Manus can do for you. If you want to sign up, you can use my link below. That way we both get like 500 tokens for free. It's no money involved in the whole thing. It's just like you collecting tokens, extra tokens, which you can burn for requests along the way. So you can use it completely free for the task for today. That's a cool thing. So you don't spend any money on it. And if you like it, just sign up and or don't. I don't care. Okay, let's dive into this. So first of all, we need a prompt, and we need a prompt to make it easy for Manus to identify what we actually want from it. And I already prepared something, so I'm going to save us some time. I want to create a business plan for a business idea. We need to include all relevant elements for a comprehensive business plan. It's like the ideal client, the pain point or desire our client has, a marketing strategy, business vision, revenue goals for the next 5 years, maybe some market research, and potential market growth. So it's also important that the market we want to build our business in is growing and not declining. Otherwise, we are riding a dying horse. Now, please ask me all relevant questions you need information on to create this business plan for me. Just to let you know, I resetted all settings on Manus, so Manus doesn't know anything about me. So I want the AI to ask me relevant questions to build that business plan. So what we're doing here is we're working in a circular relationship or circular conversation with AI. And what most users do is they just ask one thing with a prompt, and expect the best output. And if the output is like really bad, they blame AI for it. Instead of working with the result and refining it and bringing it back to AI to improve the output. And this is what I mean with a circular relationship with AI. Most people work in a linear relationship, so they think, oh, I need to have the best prompt in the beginning. You don't. You just need a prompt to start with, and then you work your way from there in this circular relationship with AI, and you refine it until the output is as you really want it, or even better sometimes. So the purpose of this plan is to help me set up a business and grow it. Also include the daily checklist at the end for what I need to do in the next 4 weeks, and then for the next 6 months with weekly goals and tasks. This is super important for people who are actually quite overwhelmed like I am with everything that's at hand. And if I just ask for a business plan, I don't know where to start. I love checklists. I love something where I can actually walk the journey along like a framework that has been created for me. And I want this business plan to be something that's living, that's like a document I can use in building my business. I would just play with a new business idea here. It's not something I want to pursue, but I thought it's quite fun to do for this video. But also, this is really helpful if we want to have progress in the next 6 months as well. So we see, okay, what is our daily task, but also what are our weekly goals with what we're doing here. In addition, I need a version of my business plan to apply for government funding and applying for bank accounts. So what I want to have Manus to do for me is like, I want to have 2 documents at the end. One document is a business plan, very comprehensive, including all information that is important for me and to set up my business from the start in the right way. And the other document I want is like a shorter version I can actually use to apply for bank accounts, government funding, or official positions where you just need a business plan. If you want to be part of like a business society and they ask you, hey, do you have a business plan? Want to know who we're dealing with? Then this is like the thing I'm going to hand out to them, because I obviously don't want all information to hand over to the banks or to the government, just what they need to know about my business, and everything else I want to keep on my end. So please start by asking me questions about my business and experience and all other information you need. Afterwards, create the documents for me. Thanks. I always say thanks at the end. I don't know why, but I started to treat AI more like a person. And that way I'm gonna get like personal output as well. My personal AI is called Alex. So, but in this case scenario, I don't think he remembers that because as I said, I reset all the settings up front before we start here. So let's kick off the prompt. It takes some time for Manus to work through it. What's really cool with Manus is you can actually see what Manus is doing. And for now, that was quick. It actually gave me the questions we need to answer. So that's something we want to do now. So of course, I can certainly help you with that. Creating a comprehensive business plan is a crucial first step, and I'm here to guide you through the process. To start, I need to understand your business idea in detail. Please answer the following questions. The more specific you are, the better I can tailor the business plan to your needs. So what is your business name? So I prepared something here, not knowing what actually Manus was asking me. But I'm gonna just copy paste that one here. I want to make healthier candy with only natural ingredients and sell it online and at markets here in Papamoa, Tauranga, New Zealand. So this is where I'm currently located. And I love candy, I love chocolate, I love everything that's like sweet and full of sugar. I hate the fact that so much you buy in the stores is actually really unhealthy. It's really full with artificial flavors and ingredients. And we're currently living in a world where everything that's being produced is being evolved to the next healthier step or a less toxic step. I don't assume candy to be completely healthy. It's no health food, and I totally realize that. But if it's less toxic than the stuff I buy at the store at the moment, it's better for my system if I crave sweetings, if I crave sweet stuff and stuff. Yeah, things that I actually wanna get my sugar levels up. So that's something I thought, well, why not doing this in our fictional business we're building here? As I said, I'm not building that business. I'm not aiming to create candy for anyone out there. But if you want to actually jump on the train, take that business idea afterwards, hey, be my guest, become a local hero, providing the best candy on the planet. So I also aim to approach local stores, and once the client base is large enough, approach the big stores like Woolies and New World. For this, I want to build a brand leveraging social media. The whole thing is sustainable, all natural, and also having vegan options. That would be nice. I personally, I'm not a vegan, but I know there's a big market out there. And why not actually fulfilling something into that market? Because I know that a lot of vegan alternatives are not the healthiest ones. Because they find like anything out there, and a lot of stuff is like artificial. And there's also a trend change happening at the moment, which is quite great for all the vegan friends out there. But I believe having like vegan options in my candy business is something really cool and also fits into the whole business vision we're having here. Okay, now let's go through the answers here. So the first thing, what is our business name? It's Manus Candyland. Just coming up with some random answers here. In 1 or 2 sentences, what does your business do? See above. I make candy. Third point, what is the core problem you're solving or the primary desire you're fulfilling for your customers? Well, I produce sweets. Problem in the market is all the unhealthy stuff you have to buy if you want to fulfill your cravings. I want to produce something better, all natural. Whoa, that's like some typos here. All natural. Perfect. Number 4, who is your ideal customers? Please be specific. Think about their demographics and psychographics. Well, people who buy candy. I keep it simple. I don't want to think too much about the demographics because everyone likes candy, or not everyone, but a lot of people like candy, and I don't want to limit it to what I think. So AI has a lot of room to create something over here. What makes your business unique? That's a good one. Healthier, alternative candy. Yeah, that's a unique standpoint. I remember this one company, that's a different story, in Germany. They actually started creating energy drinks. They are not full of toxins and all this kind of stuff you find in the traditional energy drinks, trying to make a healthier alternative. And they started just on social media and created a big tribe of followers and people really loving and going nuts on their product, that like the big businesses, the big stores were approaching them to actually bring it into their stores. And from they really went from zero to hero in no time and built up $1 million business overnight. So this is really cool and fully following into the current trend. That's why I picked that idea. And maybe, as I said, you wanna run with this idea. I mean, I'm building you the whole construct for business here you can use, which is quite fantastic. So number 6, what is your relevant experience in the industry or in running a business? I have a couple of years experience in business and marketing. And regarding the business here, I just love candy. I love it, so I'm convinced about the product. And you need to love your product. If you want to sell something, you need to love what you're doing. Otherwise, it's like, oh yeah, I got something here. But that's why most affiliate people out there are struggling because they're not 100% convinced of the product they're selling. And if you're not 100% convinced of the product, people will feel it. But if you love what you're doing, if you love what you actually, if you love your product, your best customer, then you can attract other customers who really feel the spark. So this is something definitely doing here. And yeah, as I said, I just love candy. And anything else important for the experience in the industry? I also am a big fan of biohacking. That's why I have to reduce my candies. I used to eat too much of that stuff. I lost 40 kilograms, become a health nut, but still that craving is bugging me from time to time. So my wife and I, sometimes we just on a Saturday evening, I go to the stores and I literally buy like a full basket full of candy stuff. And then we destroy it in like 24 hours, full sugar rush. And then on Monday, we're going to be healthy again. So I think there's nothing to judge about this. If you like have 95%, 90% of your intake of food is some good stuff. And then, yeah, we can go nuts on unhealthy stuff like that. So 7, what are your personal goals for this business? Financial freedom, creating a social impact, building a legacy. Well, I always love like legacy building. I always love like stuff like impacting others. So my main aim is to provide a healthier solution, build a tribe around this product, and impact sweet culture. I don't know if this is a word, impact sweet culture here in New Zealand, because I want people to be healthy and eat good stuff. And if you go to the store and get the traditional stuff, it's like full of garbage. So why not providing something that's less garbage and has a positive impact? Also, I want to build a team quickly to be able to provide jobs, and I want to support local charities focusing on health for children, because they got their whole life ahead of them, so they need to be healthy right up front. So focus on health for children. Yeah, that's it. Let's do that. 8, who are your main competitors? 8, usually the big food producers like Nestle, and others, but they are not taking care of the niche I am focusing on. You need to do some research on this your own. So I'm gonna leverage the agent part of Manus here, because what I don't answer, I can send them off and search the internet in no time, and Manus will come back and has like a full on scope of my competitors, what they're doing, what price points they are located, and all this kind of stuff. So I can actually leverage AI here big time. And you see, it's like only a couple of minutes and we're already deep into creating our business plan. And this is so fantastic. And later when Manus is actually cooking up the business plan for me, I'm gonna pause this video because that can take like 10 minutes or so. So I'm gonna have a coffee in that time. And then when I come back from the coffee break, I'm gonna see the final results, which is fantastic. So you're gonna see it later. You're gonna be surprised how amazing that thing is gonna be. So what do you know about the current market? Well, I can tell you that people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. So this is all like the big issues we're having like from the past. I feel that people are waking up to all the scams out there, like all the food that is not good for us, all the medicine that's not good for us, all the traditional investments they're not good for us. This is actually my forte, my part. I'm really passionate about helping people, breaking the loop of poverty, and also breaking through like those traditional ways of how to make money and open their mindset to be stewards of their own financial situation and build something that's lasting. Because I know there's so much stuff out there where people get lured into, or you make a lot of money here with this and this idea, or you need to invest your money there and there. And there's so much stuff out there that's garbage. But for now, we focus on the candy stuff. And there's a little typo I don't need it, but for me, it's like, I want to see like that everything is spelled correctly. T is missing. Healthier solution. Okay. Being sick and tired. Come on. Health. Okay, I give it up. Yeah, here. This way. And waking up to healthier alternatives. Yeah, that's something that I know about. So I believe the market for all natural, ethical produced stuff is growing. And that's why I created Wealth Builders University, because I want to help people to make money in an ethical way and like principle based. And I believe in honest business building. And that's why I want to focus on something that's actually really helping people make an impact. And also being honest, and you're able to look your client in the eye and know, okay, I'm not selling you like liquid death. I'm selling you something that's really helpful. So not liquid death as the brand, but more like something that's killing you, or sweet death or something like that. But I'm going to give you something that's actually satisfying your cravings, but it's not killing you instantly or destroying your whole system with the stuff I put in just to save some bucks. What are your revenue goals for the next 5 years? Well, I want to build a team of, let's say, 5 to 8 employees, and be able to give maybe 10K a year to charity. So I assume we need to hit the 6 figures a year quite fast. Let's allow AI to do the rest. How do you plan to make money? Yeah, of course, selling products. But that's actually a really good kicker, subscription fees. Maybe we can offer a subscription for online buyers where they get a monthly package at a discount price with extra bonuses. This is something really cool. That's something I like. I like shopping if you get like discounts and you get like some extra add-ons, but also because you have like many call it smart ship or subscription based, that you actually you don't have to worry about like for supplements. If you have like the subscription model, you know they're coming in every month, and you don't have to look at your cupboard and see, oh man, I'm running out of supplements, what do I do? And then it takes like 3 weeks for them to arrive. That way you have it on autopilot, and I love putting things on autopilot. That's why I'm a big fan of automation and AI, because we can automate a lot. So what is your estimated startup budget? We're gonna start with $100 only. So let's make it work. organically. Okay, I think this is quite sufficient for the moment. Maybe as an additional thought that's just popping into my head. Do I need any licenses or fulfill any requirements here in New Zealand to sell candy? Because you never know. I mean, I used to live in Germany, and you need like a license for everything over there. And like studies and evidence and accreditation and stuff like this. I know New Zealand is more relaxed in that regard, but I don't want to get in any trouble by producing anything. So I can ask AI to do some research on that topic as well. So this is something I really recommend if you're building your own business plan. Always think about those kind of things. Also, if there is anything I didn't think of yet, please cover it, because AI can do some research. Do your own research on the topic. Okay, I think that's it. Let's shoot. Now, as I promised, Manus is thinking. Something I want to show you before we actually have a quick break. Thank you for providing these detailed answers. This gives me great foundation to build upon. It's clear you have a strong vision for Manus Candyland, focusing on health, community, and ethical practices. Yeah, community is a big thing. That's why all these communities are popping up. And I believe that building a community around your product is very good, around your business, around your brand. Before I start creating the business plans and action checklist, I need to conduct some research based on your request to ensure the plan is comprehensive and grounded in the specific context of New Zealand. I will investigate the following key areas: food safety and licensing, market research, market growth, supplier and cost analysis, funding and support. Don't want to go too deep into the output right now. So it's now performing that kind of stuff. Food safety licensing. So it's already done some stuff over here to sell food to the public in New Zealand. You must register your business under the Food Act 2014. You see, it even provides me with the link. I can click on that one. I end up on the right website to actually register my business over there. But it's just a fictional thing, so I don't want to click that thing now. I don't want to, as I said, I'm not aiming to sell candy here in New Zealand. Then all the other stuff we need to focus on. Market competition. You see, it really does its homework. And that's like in seconds, I got an output I can totally work with. So even if I had no clue about my candy business right here, I could use that to build my own business. And in the past, if you want all this market insight, all this information, all this coaching, all this like someone guiding you through the process, you spend like so much money. And I spent like easy $10,000 on someone guiding me through the process, like just tiny bit. And here I got the full framework I can actually build upon. And it even says about funding. Here, Work and Income New Zealand offers a business training and advice grant up to $1,000 for planning and training, and a flexi wage for support employment. For subsidy for those transitioning off a benefit. So if you're currently not having a job in New Zealand, you want to build your own business, you can even apply here. Just click on that link and it leads you to the next stage, which is actually really fantastic. Then also a partner network where you actually connect with other businesses. It's always good if you build your own business to be connected to people in your area who are building business. Very valuable contacts here. So you see, this is not just about building a business plan. This is like setting up our business with that business plan. Really loving it. Labeling: if you can use package, must comply with food standards code and vegan and natural claims. So you need to also be specific about this here. I will now proceed to create the following documents for you: internal business plan, a comprehensive plan detailing all the elements you requested for your own strategic use, external business plan, a streamlined professional brochure tailored for funding applications and opening business bank accounts, and an action checklist, a 4-week daily checklist and a 6-month weekly checklist to guide your setup and growth. I will start with the internal business plan. Please let me know if you have any immediate questions about these findings before I proceed. And now we can actually say, awesome, please proceed and create those 3 documents for me. Thank you, or thanks. And now I hit the button, and now Manus is thinking, and I believe now finally it will create it. So document 1. This is fast. This is fast happening here. So you can see it's really, really guiding me like in real time through the whole thing. Look at this 5-year revenue impact goals. 70,000 in my first year, hire first part-time employee, then secure 10 to 15 local wholesale accounts, revenue goal 150,000, expand team, begin outreach to major supermarket buyers. Like this is amazing. $300,000, 600, and then after 5 years, I'm gonna have $1 million business over here. This is the external business plan, and this is my checklist. Now, I don't like that one, what's produced so far, because it's all like in the conversation in the chat. Please create a PDF for each of the documents. I want to download them. Thanks. So now it should actually put this into PDFs. So you can see I can download it here. That's a long link. And this AI is cooking something. This is a weird long link. And it looks like it's repeating itself. I'm gonna stop this right here. So now the AI is working. That was actually what I was looking for. And before we actually saw all this thing working over here, and I'm gonna explain to you in a second what's happening right now, I was actually allowing the AI to decide whether it uses the language model or the agent. Big mistake, because Manus decided just to spit output out from the language model. That's why it was so quick in responding to my requests, but it was not as comprehensive as I wanted, and it didn't provide me with the documents I wanted. It just populated everything in the chat window. But now I opened up a new chat, I just repeated the process, and I clicked this middle button. So I forced it into the agent mode. The whole thing now cost me maybe 20 times the token as the language output. I think for the language output, we spent like 30, 40 token. And now we're in the middle of the research process here. And you see Manus is working on its own computer here in the back end. And I think I already burned like 300 tokens for the request. And the whole thing, I think, would cost me around 500-600 token. And I really, really prefer that output, because now AI is really doing its deep dive research on the internet, as you can see, and it's coming up with a really solid documentation for me. What looks like a text edit over here is like prepping the PDF. So it's like gathering all the information, putting it all together in a script, going out, getting more information, putting it back on the script, and then later on taking that script, refining the document, putting it as an output for Google Drive or PDF. So this is really, really something I like with this one. And now, as I believe, we have a solid foundation for a business plan, but also a solid foundation for business. So I could even go now and say, hey, can you please give me 15 different recipes for those candies? And AI would go and do some research and provide me with some recipes. I would get the recipes. I could cook them in my kitchen. I could prepare the candies in my kitchen. I can try myself. and stop the timer. If I don't die in 60 minutes, it's all good. I'm gonna hand it over to my family. Maybe they like it, then hand it over to my friends, maybe my colleagues. Just say, hey, currently I'm building a candy business. I'm really excited for what I'm doing. Would you try it? And let me know how you would rate it, or what's missing, or would you like it, or do you really think it's amazing? And so you make your waves, and you go to the local market. You have a stand over there, and you're just giving away some candy, but also selling them. It's not the goal to make money on those stands. It's more to testing the market. And friends of us, they actually started something with some sweet stuff they produced. And they had a stand on the local market, and people were lining up. And that's the validation you need, because people love your product. Then you can scale it. Because if you have a product no one wants, you don't want to scale it, because you scale something that's not working. But if you have something people are going nuts for and lining up for, and literally waiting for minutes to get their hands on purchasing some of your product, you know you are sitting on a gold mine. And then you can scale it and make an online store, approach stores out there. Maybe you get some testimonies from those people who were actually buying your product up front, and your friends and family. Maybe you have like a Google address for your business already, and then you get reviews, which is always good, because word of mouth is very important in the beginning. If we're starting our startup, you can see Manus is still working, still thinking and writing stuff together. And this is actually really good stuff. If I just skip through it, is like coming up with stories and direct sales ideas and all this kind of stuff. So it really gives me what I need to be successful with this business launch. So it's more than just like a business plan I can hand over to a bank to actually get a bank account. This is a solid foundation for what I'm building, and where I can actually challenge my business journey against. And this is so powerful. And I'm just blown away, because, as I said, 15 years ago, I was creating something like a 7-pager, below average quality, where the bank was looking at me, are you serious about this? And now, in like literally half an hour, I get something that is so amazing, comprehensive, I can use for my own business growth, but also to apply for like government funding, bank accounts and stuff. The cool part of this half an hour, I don't work half an hour on this. So this is very important. It takes half an hour, but as you can see, AI is doing all the heavy lifting for me. I just answered a couple of questions, copy pasted something, and just come up with a vague idea about a business idea. And everything now is gonna happen on the side of AI. You see, staffing plan and growth strategy we're currently covering here. So this is literally what AI is doing. And you can, if you want to go back and see what it was doing in the past, you can just use that cursor over here and go back. You can see, okay, I actually see where AI is coming from. So there's all evidence for you what AI was doing. Obviously, this is no replacement for like legal advice or business advice from a person with real experience. This is AI generated. It's like from best practice from the internet, from testimonies and researching what other entrepreneurs were doing, maybe going into different publications and books, blogs and tutorials. Not saying that it's not working, but it's, I believe, not as good as if you have actually someone who actually built a business like that, and you consult this person for one-on-one advice. On the other side, approaching a professional coach who has built businesses like that costs you tens of thousands of dollars up front. Getting your legal advice for everything you need up front costs you tens of thousands of dollars up front. So this is a good indicator to get started, to get a ball rolling, and reducing like the risks of operating your business and building your business. Later along the way, once you have a certain revenue and your business has a specific growth behind it, so you can say, okay, I'm gonna dedicate like one portion of my revenue into like legal advice or into coaching advice from people who actually can help me scale the business to the next level. But never before humankind had opportunities at hand like this. Never before an entrepreneur was that fast in building a solid business as today. And I'm just blown away because I'm in that business game for years, and man, it was a struggle in the past to get the ball rolling and build something. And nowadays, I would just sit here and go through the output. Yes, it takes half an hour to get the output. Maybe it takes me a week to go through it, but it also provides me with a checklist what I should do as next task on the list. And this is really amazing, just watching AI working through the whole thing. So AI has finished its job and it's fantastic. I'm literally blown away by the results. And hey, be my guest and take this business and go and run and build something amazing with that. Let's have a look what kind of results we have here. I have successfully completed your comprehensive business plan for Manus Candyland. Based on extensive research into New Zealand food business requirements and market analysis, I've created 3 tailored documents as requested. So the first thing we get is a comprehensive business plan. This is our main strategic document we're going to use to build our business, to actually create something with our idea. Then we got the government funding application and the bank account application, and also some key research findings over here. So AI tells us that our market is actually growing by 5% a year, which is fantastic. So we are in a growing market, which is always good because you don't want to be in a declining market. You want to be in a market that has future perspectives. And the second thing, which I really find a perfect validation for our business model, is that 73% of families are seeking healthier options for candy. So there's a strong demand for the thing we are building here. This is fantastic. I really love it. It also shows us the requirements we have, like the food control plan and the city council registration, tells us how much money we have to spend on those registration fees. Also gives us like a competitive pricing opportunity between $8 and $12 per package, which is also good when it comes to pricing, because how much do you charge for your product if you don't have any reference? It gives us reference what we can test trial in our beginning, and then a clear path to profitability. So after 8 months, we're going to break even with our business. That means, from month 9, we will earn money with our business and be on the profitable side, which is fantastic. And you don't want to spend too long in a business that's taking more money than it spits out. So of course, we have a physical product. We have some upfront costs. Maybe we need some machinery. We definitely have some licenses we have to purchase, and some setups we need to make. And therefore, we have to invest some money up front, which is totally normal. But 8 months, that's actually fantastic. And now have a look at the output. But first, you see, how well did Manus complete this task? And that's something I really like with this AI software. You just rate it. Be honest about your rating. And when you rate it, you get 100 extra tokens accredited. So you can burn those tokens on new requests, which I really, really like. Okay, let's have a look. Manus Candyland Business. Comprehensive business plan. So the executive summary. Manu, I don't go through the whole document with you now, but let's look at this. Manus Candyland is a startup confectionery business based in Papamoa, Tauranga, New Zealand, dedicated to producing and selling high quality, all natural and healthy candy. Our mission is to provide a delicious and guilt-free alternative to the mass-produced unhealthy sweets that dominate the market. We will initially focus on online sales and local markets with a long-term vision of expanding into major retail chains across New Zealand. I could just use that and create like 5 different social media posts out of this message and share my vision on my newly created Instagram account or Twitter account, or on my YouTube channel. Just like there's so much richness and content already in here I can leverage into marketing. But the better part is I can make this my marketing assistant right now. I could ask, hey, give me a marketing strategy for the next 30 days, and give me the wording exactly for each day, what I can actually communicate to my audience. So this is like the business description. So Manus Candyland, the legal structure. I start as a sole trader, and then I'm gonna register as a limited liability company, which is totally good because I save costs in the beginning, but then I want to transition into a less liable legal structure. So this is really, really some good advice over here. Mission and vision. This is my mission. This is my vision, to become a leading brand in the healthy confectionery market in New Zealand, known for a commitment to quality, innovation, and social responsibility. Wow, this sounds good. This sounds like a company I want to buy my candy from. So I'm totally in love already with what we produced over here. And as I told you, half an hour effort, my effort, like 2 minutes answering some questions as good as I can, letting the AI agent do all the heavy lifting, and this is what comes out of it. Business goals and objectives, short-term goals, mid-term goals, long-term goals. So it really shows me everything I need to know, like develop a core range of 3 to 5 candy products. Then you actually increase your products. You increase like your local and your regional influence. Then our long-term goals is to be like national wide in distribution. So this is when the whole online thing kicks in. The business will be based in Papamoa. Initially, production will take place in a registered home kitchen with plans to move to a commercial kitchen facility as the business grows. Because if you employ people, you don't want having 10 people in your kitchen. Also, it's more about food and safety regulations, that we want to have like a professional kitchen with everything in there. Especially if we want to have like heavy machinery or mid-heavy machinery to get into the automated production of our candy. So you see, it helps me really with that market analysis, gives me like an overview of the market, customer preferences, target market segmentation, like health conscious family, fitness and wellness enthusiasts. And if you're like me and you're buying all this fitness and health stuff, you know it's like always like 3 or 4 times more pricier than the other alternatives. Then dietary restriction communities, very important as well in a world where more and more people get like diabetes and stuff like this. This is something very powerful to consider. And then environmentally conscious consumers, which is also a very important part, because like being able to tell your clients that they are not part of the problem, but part of the solution to create a better world for our children, the people they're coming after us. So this is something very powerful to consider into our whole marketing and our whole communication outwards. Market size and growth potential, very important as well. We want to know we're not in a declining market, we're in a growing market. And now we're looking into products and services. So our product line overview, our core product categories, natural gummy candies, hard candies and lollipops, chocolate alternatives, and vegan specialty line. So we already have like 4 different ideas where we can run with. And as I said earlier, now we can go and say, hey, can you please give me 10 recipes to test for the chocolate alternatives? And it spits out like a lot of different recipes. I tried this in the past with some other recipes, and it's fantastic because it really thinks outside the box. And you can say, well, can you make it a bit more spicy or put more like caramel into it or whatever you personally prefer. Chances are someone else loves it too. So go nuts with the recipes. Then the product differentiation. So all natural ingredients, local production, sustainable packaging, functional benefits, product development strategies, competitive analysis. So we see our biggest competitors over here and our advantages compared to them, our market positioning, our marketing and sales strategy, brand identity and messaging, digital marketing strategy, tells us on which channels we're going to go, like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, focusing on content that educates consumers about healthy eating, showcases our production process, and builds community around our brand. Content will include behind-the-scenes production videos, ingredient spotlights, customer testimonials, and health and wellness tips. Wow, I can run with that. That's amazing. This is literally just like, I mean, you've seen how long it takes to get this. This is crazy. Sales channels, direct to consumer online, local markets and events, retail partnerships, corporate and wholesale. You can even go to gyms I wouldn't have thought about approaching gyms. And AI tells me to go to cafes and gyms and health-focused businesses. This is really, really cool stuff over here. Customer acquisition and retention, how to acquire new customer, how to keep your customers being your customers, and then the whole community building around it. I'm so excited about this. Wow, that's a business. Operations plan, production process, supply chain management, technology and equipment, the whole regulatory stuff and compliance, financial projections, our revenue projections, 25,000 for the first year, 75 for the second year, 150, 250, 400,000. This is very conservative. And what you could do now is you could actually go back into our circular communication with AI and say, well, $400,000 after 5 years is not so much as I was aiming for. Can we actually be more aggressive in our approach? Please adjust the checklist as well. And then I want to actually hit the million mark after 3 years. And then the whole thing adjusts according to your goals. And there will be more work for you to do along the way. This year could easily be done as a side hustle, I would assume. But if you say, well, I'm going to really dive deep, maybe I have a partner on board, we can put more work into this. We maybe have more resources than the $100 initially. Maybe you have like $5,000 you want to spend into building that business. And then you can actually grow in a more rapid speed. Just let AI know in this circular communication, just spin it back and say, well, I really like what you cooked up here, but please, I want to be at the million mark after 3 years. Please adjust accordingly. And if you have other things you want to adjust as well, let it know in one prompt so you save some token, because having like minor adjustments and it always adjusts and spits out a new document for you, you burn through more tokens. So that's something I really recommend when you work with AI. Gather all the input, put it in one prompt, and then let it cook up something new, and then proofread it again. And if you say, well, now I'm happy with it or happier with it, I mean, it's a living document. So you will work your way through it and through the checklist. And what you could do is like, because you get like 300 new tokens for every new day. And if you say, well, every week I'm going to just feed it into the progress. I let it know what I've done the last days. Use it as an accountability partner if you want so, and then adjust the whole plan as you go. Something I'm doing on a regular basis with AI. So cost structure and pricing strategy, cost of goods, operating expensive pricing strategy. So there's literally everything in it you need to start your business. Startup costs and funding requirements. So our initial $100 is specified by the founder. Additional funding needs, so 15 to 20,000 for the first year. So that's why it says it needs 8 months to run break even, because we will have more money to spend. And it says we need for the licenses and certifications $1,500, initial equipment and supplies $3,000, inventory and packaging $2,500, website development and branding $2,000. I would correct AI right here, right now, because we can actually create a full functioning website with AI in half an hour. I can tell you how it's going to be done. Actually, in my community, I create videos for that as well. And once I have this video, I'll let you know. But you don't need to spend $2,000. And I know a guy who spent 20,000 euros on a half-done website. That was like 5 years ago. And I tell you, you can do this with AI together. I'm going to share the tools with you and everything. It doesn't cost $2,000. It costs you half an hour, and to tweak it maybe another hour or two. But then your website is up and running. So this is really fantastic in these days. Marketing and promotional materials, $2,000. Working capital, $4,000 to $9,000. So you see, we can even reduce it by some positions, leveraging AI into the process. And that's really something I'm passionate about, and I'm sharing widely in our Wealth Builders University. More about this later. Break-even analysis. So this is like going how it actually comes up with the result that after 8 months we will be break-even. This is just fantastic. Management, organizational structure, staffing plan, risk analysis and mitigation, very important. If you're building a business, always have your risks in focus, and you want to mitigate those risks. That means reducing those risks. I've been a risk manager for many years in the finance industry, and this is something you should not underestimate. So, and you see the market risks, the operational risks, financial risks, and some mitigation strategies. This is super important, like an insurance, for example, that if something happens. Financial controls, very important to have your budget close to your chest. Quality systems, very important to have those in place, so you always provide the best standard for your products and your services. And also diversification is something to mitigate risk. If you say, well, I'm not running with one line of product, I have like 3 or 4 different lines. Let's say we have the chocolate line, we have the gummy bears, we have the vegan alternatives. You already have 3 different lines. If one is not performing well, you split test it against another one and you shut down the thing that's not working. So this is how you grow in your business. Implementation timeline and action plan. And this is pure gold, my friends. Here, first month, complete business registration, obtain necessary licenses, develop initial product formulations, and conduct testing. That's what I meant. You're going to cook something up in your kitchen. You're going to test it yourself, your family, your friends. You're going to go to the market where you pay like $20 for a stand, and then you're like there and giving away your candy to get feedback from people. This is so important. Then month 2, finalize initial product line. Month 3, complete food safety certification. So you see, it's very conservative. You can do this, like if you speed up the process, you can do this in 4 weeks, but it gives us 3 months. So that's why it's important to adjust along the way. Spin it back to AI, say, well, actually the first month I've done in the first week. Can we please adjust the whole plan to the speed I'm bringing on the table? Then market launch and initial sales, growth and expansion. Sorry, getting a dry mouth over here. And now we got the foundation and legal setup. So the first 4 weeks, this is everything it tells us to do. First day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, up to day number 30 or 28 over here. And then we got for the next 6 months, we got our checklist, what is important to focus on for each week. So this is as good as it gets. So this is more than just a business plan in a traditional sense. This is like literally someone guiding you through the whole process. Here's even more about requirements. Conclusion: Manus Candyland represents a significant opportunity to enter and succeed in the growing healthy confectionery market in New Zealand. With a clear vision, strong market positioning, and comprehensive business strategy, we are well positioned to build a successful and sustainable business that serves the needs of health-conscious consumers while contributing positively to our local community. So you see, and it gives you the references where it takes all the data from. So this is just the first business plan. Now let's have a look at the second one. And you can see it spits out a PDF and an MD document for Google, so you can adjust accordingly. So this is the stuff for the government funding application. And if I want to actually go now and look at this, it's amazing. It gives all the stuff the government wants to see, like the business overview and the innovation part of it. So why your business is different and is worth funding. And then the market opportunity, because they want to know that you have like a future perspective ahead of you. And it gives you all the information, how big the market is in New Zealand, and about our growth potential in our niche. This is amazing. Job creation and employment impact. The government wants to know that you're building something that is bigger than just you, that you can provide jobs for other people and take care of people who might currently be unemployed. This is like amazing, telling the government, hey, if you actually support me in my endeavor, like in 3 years, I'm gonna have 6 to 8 full-time employments here in my business. So you're not just paying your taxes and you're taking care of you and your family, having an impact to the health of your community, but you're also employing people into your business. Skills and development and training. Then here, that's the community health and social impact, environmental sustainability and innovation, this is like real gold, because this is something I wouldn't have thought about all this stuff if I want to apply for funding. Letting the government know about all the things I positively impact with my business. And this is like funding request, how much money we would need. You can even run to like angel investors with that document, and say, hey, I'm looking for someone who's like, give me 50 grand for like a share of 25% of the business. Because you're sitting on a gold mine with that business idea here. This is really, really good stuff. Now let's have a look at the last document. This is the one for the bank. I think that shouldn't be that much different compared to the government one. It's a bit shorter, I think. But here you got all the like, company information that's important for the bank. What kind of banking service is required? This is so smart, because would you have thought how to actually get payment done? And this thing actually tells me, this plan tells me that we need like primary banking services, business transaction account with online banking access. So not just a normal business account, but you need also this online banking access with transactions for credit card and stuff. So having a merchant account, business debit card for the expense. Okay, that's like a normal thing you want to do. But future banking needs like business credit line if you want to expand for inventory and stuff like this. And listen, banks decide according to your presentation of the future outcome of your business. And if you can't tell the bank, well, I expect this and this as hard numbers in the next couple of years, and actually I can validate it by looking into the last couple of months, what was happening over there. And you can actually, if you have this plan here in your hands, and you work through this plan, and let's say in 6 months, you're going to go to the bank and say, well, this was the plan up front. And now we're standing here. We're according to the plan. We're even like 25% faster in achieving our goals. Would you give me some money to actually go faster towards the 12 months goal? The bank is so happy because you have like valid data they can rely on. And I used to work in banks for 25 years, so I can tell you how banks work and think. And this is something the banks want to see. This is so fantastic. Financial projections and cash flow. Look at this. Even shows us like the revenue and the expenses for the first 12 months. So this is something a bank can work with. Then, of course, the market opportunity, customer base, pricing strategy. You want to partner with your bank on this. And the best way to work with your partner is being transparent and showing them what you got. And this is like opening all the cards they need to see, but keeping the cards hidden they don't need to see. So this is really, really important. You don't want to give them like the long document, but this is like, that's something you could use and give to the bank. Now I just need to follow step 1, 2, and 3, build myself a company called Manus Candyland, and just check the boxes along the way, and I have a fully functioning business here. Thanks to AI, in less than half an hour. This is fantastic, and I believe so powerful. And as I said, I'm so stoked about the opportunities we have with AI. And that's why I made it my mission to show you how you can actually practically apply AI into your business, into your startups. I know there are many people out there teaching you that AI automation, and you look you watch the videos and you think, what the heck is this dude talking about with all these different automations and all these different like weird screens where I have no clue what to do. I want to break it down in a practical way for you, how you can actually work your way with AI into having success on your business, also as an investor, when it comes to the whole financial side of things. And really, really want to dive deep into showing you everything I learned over the last couple of years. I've playing the AI game for like 4 years now. And I've spent a lot of money in getting trained and educated on the topic. What I want to show you quickly in the last 2 minutes of this video, I created a community called Wealth Builders University. It's a school community. We're currently offering a 7-day free trial. We also offer a cheap entry for everyone who's considering to join us now. It's currently at $27 a month. And once we hit 100 members, we will increase the price significantly. And what you get in this is not just a community of like-minded people, people who actually want to grow wealth and build like a legacy on principle-based and value-based principles, but also we are looking deep into what AI can do to do the heavy lifting. But apart from that, we also have like financial classes. So as you can see, we have like the finance mastery. If you jump into this one, you get like a budgeting class or a class how to tackle your debts. Because financial mastery is so important. It's not about just how much money you make, but how diligent you are working with the stuff you have in your hands. So this is something very powerful. I told you I've been a risk manager for many years, and I translated everything I learned from risk management from the banking sector over to risk management when it comes to being an investor, which is one of the reasons why so many people lose money with their investments or don't make more money with their investments, is because they don't have an idea about their risk management. This is super powerful. And then we're looking into the Wealth Builders Bootcamp, which you can access here. It's about the 3 pillars of mindset, of finance mastery and investing, diving deep into all kind of markets. And this is just add-ons. So you can just browse through the classes and say, well, I want to learn more about the stock market. So you watch a video about the stock market, finding your own investment niche. And now I started something new, the AI Explorer Lab. And this is where I gonna pick specific AI-based ideas in building an AI business for income stream in a short amount of time. And I will show you exactly in full transparent what I'm doing. Also, at the end of, let's say 4 weeks, did I make any money or did I just waste money? So this is just me being an explorer in the whole area of AI. I really love exploring AI ideas, spend a lot of time every day to research and to try different things. And this is the place where you get all the explorer experience. And maybe you want to work alongside me, try your own experience with different opportunities over here. And what we're doing here is currently what we're building is the business hub. This is actually what this video is also about. You can see here creating your own business plan. This is the place where you will find that video later on, but also looking deep into things like finding your niche, building your brand, your public representation. So how is your outwards communication, how to build your social media challenge with AI, creating your offer, how to create the perfect offer. So how would we go with our Manus Candyland idea now and build the perfect offer that our clients or our customers can't resist to purchase. Building your own website, I mentioned it earlier. I was just playing around a bit with AI, and I created like 2 websites already in less than half an hour. And I'm refining the process and gonna create a new video for you guys, which you can watch over here as well. Then we dive deep into automations and marketing. So how can AI help us to start a business? How can AI help us to further develop our business? If you already have a business, how can you save more time and energy, allowing AI to do the heavy lifting? And this is all happening in the Wealth Builders Business Hub. So you see our university is filled with content. It's rich with content, many other things as well. You can have a look at. Just activate your free trial with the link below. Be part of our community. As I said, the first 100 people joining our community will secure the price of $27 a month. I don't know any other program out there giving you that much content, that much delivery on stuff where you can actually save time for that amount of money. Let alone just like that stuff I'm teaching in the bootcamp took me 25 years being an expert in the financial area. The stuff I'm teaching in the AI Explorer Lab, I spent 10 grand on the Mind Valley AI Mastery. So I spent literally a lot of money to deliver this information to you guys. And I'm really, really stoked to see your progress on this journey. So if you liked that video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and join our community. Also, we have regular live calls where you can ask all your questions. So if you get stuck along the way with what we're doing in this video, with the business plan, and you want to refine it further, just join me in one of the live calls, ask your question, and I share my screen and yeah, openly let you in, and we can make this really, really working for you. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching this video until the end, and see you in the next one.